we get to this mount here and we think, I won! Yes! But the low mount should really just be a dynamic position where you're working trying to get the high mount. Because this is honestly nothing more than a framework for him to work his sweeps and his escapes. So if we find ourselves in low mount, immediately what we're doing, we're finding where he's making contact with his hands, whether he's grabbing my pants, strip that grip immediately, he's putting his hands on the hips, you have to deal with that immediately. And we're working to underhooks. There are submissions from low mount, but you're going to actually finish them maybe 1 time out of 5. 4 times out of 5, what their effect is going to be is to get him to, get him to raise his hands up and hit it. And then start driving to a position of actual control and submitting there. So, just quickly, from low mount, 3, there are more, obviously there's always more, but the 3 most basic submissions from low mount are going to be smothers, covering your mouth and nose, however you go about doing that. There's going to be Ezekiel's, whether you're coming in the fist into the near side of the trachea and just cranking it painfully. And you can do it like this, you can do it like this, just all sorts of unpleasantness. Or you're going to the far side, cinching it up and actually doing a blood choke. I also saw it recently, a choke where a guy was going like this, like basically like this. Which I thought was pretty funny. But anyways, or you have your cross functions. But purpose of low mount is a dynamic position to get to high. So driving down my leg to get in under his elbow here, up into high mount. I have this secured here with his head. Drive up. Now, what we're working today and what we worked on Friday is if he goes to turn, because he realizes he's fucked here. This is a bad position, only bad things can happen. He turns. Immediately, knees in the back of the shoulder. Turns this way. My heel, you should be able to feel with your heel right there where the bottom of his rib cage is, right where those floating ribs are. Really jab your in there. So that when you sit down, it is truly yes, truly is considered done. Now, what we worked last week on Friday was going to the back of the tricep here, controlling, and then working into our kind of core. Coming here, with wrist locks, and then if, for whatever reason, we couldn't get the wrist lock, triple the bicep, you know, the head, go into an arm bar. Today, what we're going to do is, again, immediately go into the tricep, so you can't turn back into us. You have this control here. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to go with a gift grab. So, notice how his arms are already kind of, yes, it's such a nice thing. Notice how his arms are already kind of wrapped around his head. Just gonna grab his hand and have him here. This just sucks. And it's like I said on Friday. I think this modified S mount is probably the best position in Jiu-Jitsu MMA. Just because I can see everything that he can do. I can control his arms completely. He's on the bottom. He can't reach his weapons. If he has weapons, without me seeing them and being able to control the situation, I can hit him, I can choke him, I can armbar him, shoulder lock, anything. He is fucked in this position. So, we're here. I have this grip because I push my tricep here. Now, we have a few options. We can snake a hand in here and just go for this really painful kind of I forget what it's actually called. Rip. Clock choke. To do clocks. I don't know. But we can't come in here with this. It's very nice, very painful, very unpleasant. Just like so. If this works, just get it better. My personal preference, come back to the tricep. Push under the shoulder. Push further. Until such a point as he's belly down. Now, from here, I'm going to slide down slightly so I'm more on his hips. I'm not going to try and sink my hooks in here unless he turns. If he turns, I'm going to slide down. So if he Chip turns this way, I'm going to grab his hand, going to slide the hook in, force it back. So now I have it fly down more. Try to go that way, obviously, the hook, and we're here. So we're in our high mount. Realize it's screwed, turns. Of course, it's screwed. So further down. Back of the tricep, always. Back of the tricep. Gift grab. And go back, push the back of the tricep. Push the back of the shoulder. So it goes all the way belly down. And I'm going to just kind of cinch here on his ribcage. From here, I like to go one arm in under, like so, with that whiskey grip. And then he basically can no longer turn this way. So if he tries to turn, he can't turn. I don't really. If it goes that way, I got it. If it goes this way, just flare your elbow. You can't turn that way. So from here, you can do really whatever you want. What we're going to do today is a very simple. Take my can opener, my thumb here, under his jawline. Just try and bring it like so. Find the opposite shoulder. Never really let go of this, and just pull your elbow back to it. One more time. At his high mount. He turns. He's trying to unbuckle himself, flex himself even further. Tricep. Push down. Gift grab. Back of the shoulder. Push, 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 push. Force him to this position. Cinch down on his back. Just gift grab. Get down. Switch up grips. And now, if he tries to turn this way, you flare your elbow. Tries to turn the other way. Just start pulling back. Look like a bit of a police brutality situation. Here, take your can opener. You can also just cover the mouth and nose until his chin instinctively comes up. Is that reason? Yes! This is also good. In a live situation, you can do that. Just make sure you don't got you. But yeah, under the nose, cover the mouth and nose. Either way, he's going to lift his head up. He's like, I don't know. But it makes it can't breathe. They lift their head up. And otherwise, just trust your hand. That thumb right there in the jawline, just until you reach his opposite shoulder, and then just shoulder in, elbow back. Just that shoulder in, elbow back.
Just a general note, having on this truck twice after surgery, don't touch my back.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent disclaimer. Very good. Very good. All right, let's go. There's a group of 3 and bicycle chainer here. Big red button. Something to keep in mind. So immediately strip those grips. Attack the hands. Good. For the sake of drilling it, so that turn. But for the rest of the drills, I'm just gonna go start. That's start. Okay. So one thing, please stay there. Yes. One out of that.
I'm sorry.
sure you let him with your heel turn. Good. Once you get him turned all the way, you can see if he hooks anything you want. Personally, I prefer to stay loose. Probably more because of my knees than anything. Just keep it safe. But here, you're gonna push this out so you can reach in under and replace your grip. Yes. Now, if he goes to turn towards his right, flare your elbow and feel that control. Try to turn the other way. Obviously, you have his grip, so he's not going to go into the way. Now, you have his grip here, and you can also pull it back and cut the straight. Then, we're going to choke. Reach under, find his shoulder. Now, your choking shoulder comes forward, your choking elbow goes back. And shut. Alright. All the way down. Daniel. Let's see.
Start.
Yeah, start rest now. And remember what we were talking about, because you're so nice and long, you're not going to have all the connection here, but the important connection is here and here.
Here.
Nice. Push on the back of the shoulder. Good. Very nice. Now just cinch your knees. Yes. Very good. Now this can.
So that's
This is just because you turn. Yes. There you go. Very good. Delightful. So here, this is different. So this thumb here, you use it. You're gonna find the base of his jaw, which has
Oh, sorry.
until he lifts his chin. But then once his chin's lifted,
Yeah.
you turn this to a knife and slide it under his chin. Yes, fine. Good God, that's awesome. And now, now here, you're gonna press your choking shoulder into his head and pull your elbow back. It's just stuff like you see, like I can barely reach the shoulder. I'm just like here. Okay, I've got it. And he's just
You're very good all the time. It's actually a complete pain in the ass most of my life. This is like one of the only things it's great for.
This is basketball.
Yeah, me either.
Let's see.
I haven't had any suffering yet. So.
Okay.
Number. Still go.
So there we go. There you go.
Give you the heads and here.
This means little yes. There you go. Nice. Tricep, bench back. Back shoulder. Good. Really cinch your knees in. Good. Very nice. Now. So, how does the shoulder do? Anyway, so in the event that this does somehow happen,
Run away.
just a, I would say,
Did most people's shoulders not do that?
most people's shoulders don't do that. Most people's shoulders do. So I would say.
Sorry.
So let's do the normal thing first. So normally they're gonna do like this. So yeah, exactly. So in this case, I prefer. In this one case, for a whiskey beer, I like to cut the Yeah. Tuck your chin, so try to prevent it from getting choked. Where you can open it a little bit. There we go. Very nice. Shoulder. Your shoulder comes in, your elbow goes out. Yes. Now, let's go back to here. This is fast. This here. Put this hand in. Yeah. Okay. So if someone does do that, just so here. So I guess switch to grip like this. And just
got lots of room to work with versus Mike. Yeah, that's fucking like a writer's neck. So and all this is soft, you know. So even if I'm not in the right position, it's like, oh fuck, yeah, absolutely.
I know what's up.
Yeah, the thing of not so much like the choke because the neck's long and exposed. But what I was thinking about more is like when I do it here, 9 yards. When I do it here, I have control of his ability to rotate the entire time. Like once he gets to here, I need to rotate. Just switch gears, I never lose control. So what I was thinking of was like, excuse me, this is the first thing I got. So how can I maintain? Because if I just go for this, he can keep rotating this way. Well, yeah, with the knees as well, but like at least 2 controls. But yeah, alright. Do one more time. Do it while I'm going in here. Good. Delightful. Shoulder in, back, good.
I let you know what else I was gonna say. I said, I'm gonna see.
Yeah. Alright. Now, go in and do it one more time. We don't need So here. Press it up. Nice. Back and shoulder. And one thing here, you don't have to have your hooks in, but one thing you really help is just have the feel in there. Just for like shocks. Just an extra one. Good. And if I try this way, just clear your elbow. Yeah, so here. Yeah, try to bring this way up so you can. Really use your thumb. Yeah, that's the stuff. Yeah.
Goes on, sit, stop. But the combination of the shoulder right there.
Exactly. Alright, one more time for Daniel. We'll get some runs. Yes. Very good. Make sure this is nice and chin. Very good. Shoulder. So use your feet. Yes. Very good. Yes. Now reach under. Close your grip. Good. And you'll have, if I start turning this way, just flare your elbow. Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm nervous, but this.
Yeah, it's my elbow coming up and I can't really turn around that.
Okay. And then this direction from here is easy.
Yeah, that's it. Alright, good. Water, mouth guard if you have them. Just gonna do 2 quick rounds. Positional sparring.
So my brain tries to remember anything I just learned.
Yeah, you have this flashback, you're like, oh, I remember doing this. I used to do that. Yeah. For me, first time I learned something, I'll do it for, I'll spend 6 to 5 days, and then I don't think about it again until the next cycle comes around and I do that again. It's like, oh yeah, I've done this. It's kind of cooking now. And then it's like the 3rd time in the cycle, it's finally like, it stays in my mind and I can do it. That's when you feel like you're actually kind of. That's, yeah. And that's when it finally feels like, oh, I actually can do it. Yeah, you're driving yourself crazy. It's try to remember the first time.
Well, it reminds me of the time when I played. That's what I was just. So start now.
Position is fine.
Blow that.
So, timer has started, it's just not transmitting. Okay. Yeah, anyway. So you're trying to submit, control, I'm trying to escape.
One minute. 1 minute.
Anyway,
Oh. I didn't know. This is right. That was.
heart rate.
Seconds.
Yes, 30 seconds.
He's strong like a bull.
Do a quick cool down. So, for the two of you, if here, we've been working on our headlock defenses. So if he headlocks me, so obviously it's going to be a whole lot of problem for you. But this is a very common thing for a lot of people. It's headlock position. Immediately, hips are in. My hips and back of his hips, so that he is like a boat out here. My hand is immediately in his chest, so he goes to punch me in here. And we've been working, keep the posture, keep the posture, keep the posture. Secure the arm. Here, and just walk around the bar. If the headlock and they've already broken my posture, and I'm not getting it back, this is a awareness position. What I'm going to do, my elbow is going to drop to my own knee. Hand is going to go behind his knee. Notice how my other hand, my free hand, is on his hip. His back foot is going to go to his far side heel, and I'm going to sit in my rear. Notice how I still have control of his leg here. Driving up, driving up, driving up, poking in the eye. Questions? Elbow on your knee, hand behind their knee, hip, heel, sit. Do you work back and forth a couple minutes, getting on high. So, immediately my posture. Hips in the back of your hips. My hands here, here. And we're this here. If you already have me broken down, this is the problem. I'm here. This is turn. If I can't get it exactly, it's going to come back. So I have to do immediately. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to drop my weight slightly. My back so I can slow down the house. My elbows are behind me. Fists are going behind me. And then with my
Which one? There you go. Okay. Okay.
So, let's say you're bending over, looking at something.
Wait, is this a right knee or a here knee? Right knee?
So my hip here.
Okay.
Now, I want you to step a little bit closer. Yeah. Now, so, yeah, your elbow's in the drop. Sink it. Yes. Now, put it back on. This is your yes. Exactly.
Okay. But you still got my head.
So, if I still have your head, and a lot of people will just because they're scared. It's not very smart to leave you in the wrong position, but they will anyways. So, what you're gonna do is you're gonna base out with both of your hands.
Both of my head?
Then outwards. Yeah, outwards. Very good. Your bottom legs are gonna come up over my hips. You're gonna find yourself an S guard. Remember that? Yes. Now, get into those long ass arms of yours.
Yeah.
You're gonna put your left elbow in my ear. Yes. Now you're gonna post your right hand on your left hand. And you're gonna use that to posture.
Wouldn't I just break that?
You could, yes. You could do that way, or put this a little bit lower. Yeah, here.
Okay.
Or
I brush.
use that on my head. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So either way, some guys are gonna be stronger this way. Some guys are gonna be stronger the other way.
It's just this is slippy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, with this. But if you have like bare skin and not a lot of sweat,
If it doesn't work.
it's gonna be more difficult. But if the slip and slide's there,
Okay, no.
let's do one more time. You're bending over, fixing our guard, tying your shoes. Okay. Down from there. Oh, good. full. Good. Nice. There it is.
Just take a little pause instead of making sure you don't have cancer before you transition.
Alright, gentlemen, let's line up. Just do one line here. Rifle. Excellent work this morning. Got the world and dominate. Another full drill. Let's see the room before you, meditations of the women, etc. Still a march. And so. So that's all.
I had lost last night for the arrested control technique. So, this was gonna be the next one that I can do in an hour. No, I have one. Yeah, this is just the basics you should know. You guys just read the use of wrestling high school. It goes on right a little faster. Good. You're drilling. You gotta win.
The old trick is saying that when he was a teenager.
Yeah, everything is only why can't you work?
And so they transport it back to the wrestling.
Stay on the way. I was forgetting to tell. Well, that's all right. Yeah, we can do that. Like I said, it's been that.
Oh, when you were now, you wrapped your arm around the back of his
So,
Yes. Head. Now, what you're gonna do, rather than just shoving this in the front of the neck, what you're gonna do, you're gonna take your left hand, put it in the crook of your right arm, and now. And if it's not really gonna be a problem for you, but for it's got shorter arms, so maybe you can run into this in category thing or something. That's around back. If you can't get this in correctly, get this in here. What you're gonna do is instead come here and wrap. Oh, it's instead of that. But you're gonna wrap your this here and then just cinch it this way. Yeah, and then do this.
good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Typically, yeah.
That's all. Then it goes down and help also. I'm learning.
I think it's good. So Silvio said because he wants people to like every time they go to get up, he wants them to practice a good technical. You know, so either like you're just good mechanical like tactical stand up, or technical stand up, which is you're here, one hand on the head, one hand on the mat, opposite foot, opposite hand planted. Swing this three leg back behind you. So, like if I'm sitting down here, and I just start getting up. Exactly. Now if I start getting up, push, 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 push.
That's why we did the forward rolls and then the shrimps with the hand out and kind of always.
Create space to get back up.
Yeah. I had showed him the forward rolls, like don't just roll and get dizzy. Roll, assess, back roll, look at your target.
Yeah, exactly.
But I didn't go to that transition to technical data.
That sounds like a pull-up.
Oh, it sounds, yeah, that was. You want some water? Get some water. We're using some closed guard right now. We're working on frames and grips and closed guard.
Great.
That's what I was planning. Get whatever you guys.
Am I able to buy the XVA stuff?
I don't know what it's going to be, but yeah, But they're not there.
Oh.
At 6? Decent number. Like 6 or 7, would you say?
I'm just wondering if there's enough sweat. That's why I was like,
And this isn't squeaking, this is just sanitizing.
yeah, we're trying to get the scabies off, basically. It does pick up some of the hair lint that's around. So we do the blow,
Yeah.
the leaf blower, and then the vacuum when there's still shit on there, but we're more concerned about trying to get the germs into this gas. I did have a plan for you, so what I was thinking about you this weekend is, again, we're still covering fundamentals even though you're now integrated into the 7:30 concept, but discussing something that's going to be the rest of the day is, I want to cover the closed guard after this, but frames and grips, and I used to tell my son this all the time, even 3 years ago, I don't know what you mean when you say that, grips and frames, so you've got to you've been exposed to it. So you know that if I've got a grip on you, I'm obviously doing that. But when I do this collar tie, now when I'm trying to grip it, I'm also framing it. So when I say grips and frames, you might have to do them simultaneously or just yeah. So when I'm thinking of if you've got me, you got any kind of grip on me, it's the same thing. It's a push-pull. So if I push you into resistance, if I pull you to chop resistance. If your grip is one that I can't mitigate, I'm going to say fire. So I can't really get into this position where I'm like getting in and start making myself small. So I have to like open your elbow. What you do to open your elbow? I want you to look at how I'm using my grip. So when you grab something, you've got a great size hand, I don't lose grip, but you're doing the right thing. I want you to think you're connecting your middle finger to your thumb like you're doing, and I want you to think of sliding down to the middle side. That little change on the middle side. That little change right there, even though you are focusing on this, your fingers are still supporting this. No matter where I go with this, okay? If you go a little bit up on my You still have a great grip. But what I want to do to prevent this, everybody has a counter, which is something that you really about to use it. If I rotate my thumb towards the direction that your thumb is pointing, I'm trying to get to the point.
It stops.
And
You
it's
can
going to
go
stop. So if I go into it, it kind of, my rotation and my range of motion is limited. So I might have to do a little twist, but I'm ideally trying to roll my thumb in. So if you grab my hand to this way, instead of just trying to roll out this way, which I can't, right? I'm going to drop my hips, boom, your base, grab it like a fist, pull this here, I can try to do that, and that's what we teach the kids. And boom, boom, and I'm leveling up. So I'm not stronger than them. I'm trying to use my mechanics. Yeah. So with you, you're not going to have this issue. I don't think anybody's going to have it. When I go here, when I reach up, I want you to make a fist, grab your fist and cup it, and then just rotate towards you. Yeah, what I mean is also to, you got this.
Oh, okay. Left side.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not going to have this strength issue, but we're going to do technique overshot.
Was it not doing
No. What I'm saying is, you can probably yank right out of it without anything. You can pull back and fix up. But yeah, you're doing it. Yeah. I want you to think of this as more of a technique. The strength of it. Yeah. So you can feel the difference if I try to control it here. Without doing this, just rotate to the other way.
Breathe.
And if I get to one. So now, I just get this one. It's different.
Yeah.
You're still going to get out, but you can feel the difference.
It's you. Well, I mean, it's like, yes, it's different.
But even though I'm still using these, I'm really focused on energy levels.
And these don't play that.
Yep. So,
That's
and that comes into your position when we're in this headlock position. I go here and I'm trying to block. When I'm going to go to block, I'm going to start touching up here. I'm trying to find. And right here, I'm using this grip. I'm using this strength.
okay. So you just lie down a little bit more on my wrist? Do you do that? Or can you?
I'm just trying to maintain control, so the more you realize that you're not going to get me, right? And if I get here, that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to mount this position, so if you do get caught and your wrist is out, back in.
Do it again.
So what I was telling Drew was,
that?
yeah, the white
Yeah.
was that he was coming here, and then he was going, but he was using his thumb. Like I said, each coach is going to teach instruction to teach different.
Yeah.
He was using his thumb, and then he transitioned here to the OD. Go ahead and move your elbow from here. Don't move. So he was moving to the next step before he actually established this control.
Yes. All that.
Yeah, my grips are here. So I'm framing with my head, and I'm framing with my knee, and I'm kind of driving. So
Get me off that.
that's really all it is. You know, when you're posting up,
Yep.
you throw them off because the moment they're here and strong. So when you get in that position, you get here and get this headlock. Put your hand on my chest and keep showing. If I throw a punch, you just block your forearm. Hey, you're gonna duck. Boom. Now, right this hand behind my wrist. Boom. And then the more I flail, all you're doing is guiding my hand back so my elbow gives you that access to this. Now you can reach here. When you get here, I want you to bring my forearm and my wrist and posture your head up. So I'll go, yeah, that.
Okay.
See that little transition right there? That's what I'm saying. You go from a
You got no
position.
base.
I've got nothing. You can throw me back, you can throw me down, or you can just pull me. Say, hey, dude. So, again, grips and frames. If I end up, you're not going to have to do this. You're probably going to have to do this. Is what I'm thinking. Yeah, because you want to get inside or control the head. So for me, even at my height, if I come in throwing punches, keep your hands inside. So instead of trying to catch my hand,
Yeah, he's doing this.
I want your forearms to catch
Yeah.
this. So
What do you call him?
well, call them.
Monkey hooks?
Yeah, this one I'll call a little different. do when people are around the same height. I want you to understand this concept, because when you go to other classes, they're going to say apron.
Okay.
They'll say, this is a dramatic fighting stance. The Krav Maga will teach you, relax, calm down. But it's still right here. I'm protecting myself. So the perception is, hey, I don't want to fight. I'm ready to palm strike. I'm ready to kick. So with you, you're probably going to be lower down. It's still an apron, so it's going to be more like a reverse knee fight. You're going to probably keep your hands at my clavicle level, so that if I do launch the throw, you're ready to react. I'm not going to touch your face, right? I'm trying to kick. I wouldn't really worry about using my hands to block a kick. All you need to do is just drop your hand frames. So if I throw something, you don't need to overreach, you can just be like a little shock with it.
Okay.
So if I do throw it, you can go 2 hands into it. So if you throw a little thing that you're nice and slow, so
I'm trying to do that.
a little bit in, a little faster. So I'm trying to catch and absorb this little thing. So my frames are from my shoulder to my elbow. This is catching. So what I don't want to do is do that next. So if you're really trying to have a little harder with us, I'm going to catch it. I don't want to not be able to give me the attention. And I can get back in the way. So these are all the indications you should start seeing. So if I throw it, so I want you to think of this catching it. Beautiful, and stepping into it. And we're doing on your left side. Now, it's going to fuck you up sometimes, actually it's high. We're going to go straight.
Yeah. What do you do that?
All I want you to do is just move your hands up here.
Yeah. Okay.
Here. Because if I come in slow, don't move.
I don't know. What you care.
So don't move.
Yeah.
If I do this punch, you see it's coming. I'm going to connect, right? So all you need to do is move. But if you move into the wrong direction, you might have to move a little further, right? If you have a little, that accentuates my trajectory, and you don't have to do it. So let's just say, nobody's going to move like this. Nobody's going to do it. Let's just take it like this. So as I come into the punch, you can just modify the frame. You'll see boxers will come in and you're popping even. You don't need to duck as much. Most people have to duck the punches. You're going to be more clear distance.
Yeah.
Once you're spurring off something because you have even Brady, maybe. Even with that, you'll really see that trajectory. When we get into our grips for Yogi, I like to do these. Yeah, I call it a greater grip. I'm sure it doesn't make sense. That's what we used to call it. But what I want you to think of is like a baby bottle. Yeah, so like a baby bottle as opposed to a gun. So when I talk about this, I'm still using the concept of using these fingers. So if you try to get out of it, it's still difficult, but for some reason, this is like these fingers and then these fingers, I reinforce it for some reason.
Maybe good back
Here,
Those will bring that.
not more relaxed engage, I kind of
Now you need it back.
bring my back, bring it up, and once it connects, I'm gonna make it part of it.
Okay.
So I'm using my grips to also control you. I'm trying to leverage you off balance.
Yes, sir. I do.
Frames, you're using these, but you're also going to be able to leverage them so they good. So that when you get your right elbow under my knee, I want you to switch. It'd be so good for you. So when I do this, I call it the white belt sweep, but it's really called a harpoon sweep. And it doesn't matter, you don't need to remind me.
Okay.
What I try to do is get my frame under here. And remember, I'm not trying to bench press anything. I'm using this hand, like, not in front, right here. I'm flipping my wrist. And so when you push into my hand, you're choking yourself. I want this kind of under your hip, but what most practitioners do, like Tony taught you, is to hip switch and then make my hand. So if you hip switch, you get this elbow out and then get back in your position. My elbow is no longer there, so I'm going to use that.
I go with Kevin.
See ya.
Thanks, brother. Thank you. So that frame that I lost, I'm returning to it. All I'm doing is switching here. Over here. Oh shit, you're so good. I'm gonna shrimp. And I'm controlling your head.
Okay.
By holding your shoulder to my chest, I'm now rotating my elbow into your ribs and I'm trying to get you to roll. It's gonna be harder for me to do to you, but when you start feeling like this, you go from my position, I'm gonna have you go under.
I'm you. It is. Okay.
Yeah, and then doing this, and then, oh man, I lost my position. I'm overhooking the head to keep your chin down.
Yeah.
I'm holding your shoulder with this grip, and I'm framing, and I'm rotating. Go ahead and do a forward roll here. So, if there's a lot of from this frame, and then I want you to go from this, it's gonna over my shoulder. When you're over my shoulder, this elbow's gonna work its way under my ribs. I'm just gonna pause it. Go to the traditional frame, right? So frame, I want that hand to your hand right. You probably put the palm of your hand on that one. So that allows you to flick your wrist to the bottom. It's not strength, it's just a little flick of the elbow and the wrist. Nope. You need this hand here. You're almost flicking. It's a very subtle.
Yes.
It's a very subtle. Yeah, that's all it is. It's a little flick of the wrist.
Okay.
You don't want it.
I don't like that.
So then it's fine. You want me to tap like this to it. So I don't want this frame. If you're not actively using it, but I can tell it's there. So the moment I start chesting for it,
No, sorry.
okay, I want you to overhook my shoulder with the right hand. Which shoulder? The shoulder of your hand. Right there. Once you get this, now work that elbow back up in the knee. This is going to come up. And you want your elbow coming back down. The elbow falls coming straight down. Right.
Good.
Now, if I do this, I want you to rotate. And I want you to push it. I'm going to rotate and roll off the shoulder. The elbow's going to get under my ribs and under my head. And you're going to roll to the left.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. And you have time. And then back to this. Back to your side. So we now sweat and then into the top. So it comes from the dynamic flow of me trying to get your friends off me. It's over, elbow in, tucking the head, making you make these little rotation. So what my feet are doing, without a burner, frames, oh, I lose this one. Oh, you're so good. God damn. I grab the lat, which you're probably going to just reach over. If I can't grab the lat because it's usually big and beefy, I'll just put my elbow on the back of their head. I rotate, and I watch my feet. This foot, load it. It's harder for me to roll you because you're all out under. Your defense for this, you're on the so I'm trying to get to you. You feel, I grab your lap here, tucking your head if I can, and you feel comfortable here, you feel safe. I'm not threatening this at all right now, again, but the moment I turn, load this foot, the way I roll is probably a lot more fluid and tanner, not smooth. I don't want to bring this fight same time. If there's someone who's really strong, like Eric, who's that, he's strong. I can't get out from him. I can go a little harder and intensive and not feel it. But if I go really hard and intensive, even when I don't get in a better position, my technique is shit. My strength is the same. I'm not being efficient, right? And my ego is what? Am I really worried about winning or am I trying to do something better? So, yes, I think he was doing better, but he's also perplexed by this isn't because of it. It's like when we were both. I don't know. I'm really good enough to do that. Or kids are usually that flexible to go all the way over. Well, yeah, so range of motion, the shoulder, and after I'm thinking, there's no spinal compression. Usually I can put my hand on something with the right side, and I don't know what's happening. So I would say 20%, but yeah, it's like, oh, this is, I gotta deal with this. Yeah.
50%?
I don't know what it is, it's never 100%. And he was hard to just some other.
That's his, he told me that the guy in Freeman, that was his like main band.
So a lot of Brazilians traditionally will do that.
Yeah, it was,
It's called smash. And so with mine just was more no-gi and like I said, it's a bunch of stars that started that gym in Los Angeles with my worldwide. But it's a lot of flow, so we do a lot of drills, a lot of choreography. Like, I mean, this, and I don't get this like that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
so in the translation, the purpose of that translation is like when you're in a real thing, you know what flows work.
Yeah, well, yes. I can show you I'll send you some videos, but it's more like they have these flows where we're going to drill from this position to that position, and then it just flips to whatever you do it, and I do it, and it's just like having 5 minutes, just doing the same reps. So I'm not really trying to submit you, I get in a position where I get submission, you tap, but it's not like, oh, you're fighting at it. I get choked, and then you get out, and then you turn around, you get my back, I tap, and and it's like fun. And then when we do roll, I trap people once with I can't remember holy shit. Whereas with him and Tanner is more of a man too. They'll control, smash, control. They never give up ground. So you think of like a traditional.
Is that like give and take?
Yeah, I'm more like, alright, you know that, okay. So and I'm built like Tanner, I'm shorter, but I'm more fluid, like lead or speed the other way. I flow, I get inverted. So you're gonna find what works for you. So a little bit of there's some things I wanted to do it, gripping and framing, using these little inogi. We're using these when we need them. The guide relationships. But then close reference. What's that guy doing?
10.
Okay. So close guard. I don't think we've gone over this. So for you, what I want you to do is I want you to widen your knees, and I want your foot to be back, and I want your waist to go. See how your base just changed? There's nothing wrong with your body positioning the way you were before, because you're going to be actively driving into me. But right now, what you're creating is a good pyramid base. You have a wide base, you probably have 2 feet, or your feet are close together, so you almost have 3 points of contact. So laterally, I can't move. North and south, little sway. This is why in the gi you would wrap the pants and put the palm of your palm into my hip. I want this elbow in. You're not digging into my thigh. You're framing your forearm on my thigh. A lot of newer practitioners will dig this elbow in there, and I would recommend it.
Yeah.
It's effective to a point, but you can feel this frame. Now I can't get my knee where I need it to be. This one, instead of doing double hips, because if you bring both your hands,
Yeah, I got no.
there's no real frame there. I want this palm to be on my ribs and my abdomen start to feel nice. So in the gi, you would grab the gi with your thumb up, and you would have both the pelts. And now what you're doing is like grabbing this material, using this palm to prevent me from sitting up, preventing this to keep my butt cheek and back. So now I can't sit up, I can't move. Base, posture, structure. Your position of advantage here is that I have to sweep or submit. That's my objective. If you got this, I have to hit 5 different things. For you, you have to break my guard, which means separate. Let me get my foot shook. Go ahead and get to that frame. My guard is closed. You have to break my guard. There's ways of forcing the break, or as you're sitting here in this face, I can't bring it down. I can't reach. I have to open my guard. That's you breaking this. I have to start keeping my knees pinched, and I have to start moving to transition something. So that's all you want to do is keep this position when you're in close grip. Now for me, I need this. This is my position of advantage. I need you here, and I want your head cradled here, and overhook. You've got no base, you've got no position of advantage. Now I can start moving it where I want. Okay? So this is where I'm trying to get. So this is the fight. If you put your hands on the mat, I'm going to be able to start manipulating your elbows and whatnot. So if I start attacking this hand, I want your opposite hand going to my body. So find a spot, and I got to mitigate that. And I go down my body. You're already passing that guard because I opened up here. So I want you to think of, you're not opening my guard, but because of the position, I have to open it.
Right.
So there's a different way to open the guard here. Is here. Put your hand here. Put your hand here. So know that you're just going to make these little hands gestures. What Tanner teaches, and this was new for me, is I want you to lean over to your, let me see. We're going to lean up over to your right. And I want this to be posted on me. But as you lean, I want you to feel that little opening of my knee. I want the palm of your hand to go into the inside of my knee joint, right there. And I want you to lean more. This is hard because you get strong. You got arms. Try to lean so far that you lock out your elbow.
I gotta move my left knee.
Okay. So if you gotta do that, when this is locked out, I want you to think of just turning that palm to that my knee under. When you do that, your trail knee is gonna come up and over. Yeah, you can. I want your knee to come all the way over.
Okay.
This is a knee. When you do this, you're at like 80% passing. That right hand's gonna go under. It's gonna be hard. I want your deltoid to come in my arm.
Okay.
So look at my shoulders going that way. My hips are pointing out. So what I want you to think of is, it's gonna be counterintuitive because right now, you would have moved your left leg first. This knee's gonna go towards that SBA symbol.
Which knee?
So the right knee is going to slide on the IT down valley, perpendicular to my belly button. Yeah, slide and baseball slide with the butt cheek, rub it on the inside of my head.
Like that?
This. And now switch your hips this way. Under my head. Boom. So I'm going to show you how to do it from my position.
That's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of stuff. This is why you're going to do this for the next 3 years. So
Here?
So here, I'm in this position, trying to be back. You're trying to reach for my head and bring my posture. You're trying to reach me. You can feel how I'm using my frame here. So I gotta mitigate this if someone does do this. And what I do from this position, I don't look down. So you won't have this issue because people probably can't reach your head.
Okay.
But the moment I put my chin down,
Break.
my spine curves just a little bit. Okay. So if you try to move my hands or anything, I want you to take note of what I'm doing with my head.
You're strong.
Yeah, but
Keeping your
where's
head
my
still.
eye? Where's my eyes?
That's straight ahead.
I'm not looking at you. I'm still hand fighting.
Why is that? What are you looking at?
I'm not looking at anything. I'm keeping my posture.
Okay. Do you look down with just your eyes?
I'm not looking down. I'm hand fighting. I'm not looking. So if I look down, I go ahead and start moving in. There's a little compromise.
A little bit. It's like what you did with me the other day.
It's a little compromise. I had a brown belt who was doing a turn and I asked him how it was. I don't need to look at you again. Okay. Ding, little light came on. So, I wouldn't say it's a bad habit. This is instinctual.
Okay.
But when I do this, most people do this.
And then I get your head.
Leaning out my hand. So, now I'm here. So, to go to the lesson is, I can go from this rib, I don't want to take this one off because now you can sit up. So I'm keeping you posted down here. So if you do try to sit up, you're going into that palm a little bit. I have the ability to, I can lean in and lean out. And keep it tight. So lean in and out. Obviously I can lock it out.
Okay.
Okay? And then what I'm trying to do is you start feeling this, you don't like it, you're gonna switch it.
Yep.
But look, I never touch the drum. All my weight's on you.
That's what you meant.
Look, see?
Yep.
As opposed to this.
Is that what I did?
No.
Okay.
No. I just want you to know that this is what we don't want to do. We're being nice to a woman or a smaller partner.
Sure.
Here.
Yep. All the weights on there. Okay.
And all I'm doing from this position, once my knee goes from here,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to see where my trajectory of my knee goes. Everybody does this. I'm here. I can pause right here.
Yep.
I got my head on your chest. I'm just cool, whatever. Go ahead and try to resist.
Get your whole body on top of me. Yep. Nice.
I'm not touching that at all.
Mm.
My toe. is the only my toes.
Okay.
So when you do that, you turn your hand stop.
Okay.
This is what everybody does wrong. Is they get to this position. Get to this. Oh yeah, I'm opening up. So this one is counterintuitive because they don't think this trail leg isn't good. Once I go here, pinch your knees on my leg. I'm stuck. This is why we use our trail leg to cut through that leg. So we're here. What's here? Yeah. And then back. So under. This is good under.
Under what?
Yeah. Once you get that kneecap.
Before this or after this?
Simultaneously.
Okay.
So right now, I want this knee to drop. I want you to just let me carry the weight of that shin on me. There you go. That's exactly what I was doing.
Okay.
And then this is the order of my neck. The hips going to to the shin and the inside. You've been here before.
Yeah.
Tons before.
Set up. Actually, you were like this. Elbow.
Right there.
Found it.
Yeah.
Is that the one that's supposed to be? This is supposed to be like here? Okay, so I got this here. Now I'm hooking same time.
I would even pause it after or stop. Because what you're doing is you're stapling my hip. So your toe, as long as when you touch, is your toe. Touch it.
Yeah.
Or
Touch the ground?
Yeah, touch the ground, so your knee and your foot are touching. Or you can actually put all your weight on your shin on my inner groins. No, don't do it. That's what I actually want you to do. I want you to get back over it. Let's do that. Put it right there. I want you to get right. I want you to give me all your weight right there. Little thing. Okay, no, you're good. It's good. I've gotten so many questions on that. Okay. So I want you, this is what I want you to feel. So I'm trying to get in this under, I'm trying to reach your inside of the hip. So you need to keep this. Now I want you to just pause here and this hand off of my arm, on my arm, or just somewhere off of that.
Okay.
Just stay here. I want you to surf on top and don't lose your top.
Okay.
You're strong, man. So now as we're fighting this, I want you to slide your knee down. Sit here. Settle. Now go settle. You don't need to get control of it.
What do I do with this? I feel like I'm listening to something.
You're good. We're just going to get this kneecap and then we'll go back to the side. So we're going to start with this kneecap. Actually, let's get you this way.
Give me what?
Sit back. So we're going to be in this open guard position. Close guard with my ankles across. Open guard. What I'm trying to do is connect. I'm usually going to pass to your right, not left. I want this frame to connect to this knee on your inner thigh. Right here. How are your hips off? So if we're What I'll do is I'll frame and you'll feel me positioning my forearm on my hip.
Yeah.
So your recovery is to bring your knees in. This is why this is a good position for me. I've got the inside position trying to block you,
Okay.
and I'm here trying to get this kneecap. Because you know I'm trying to kneecap, you're going to start putting your hands inside and start fighting and going to your shoulder. I'm in this kneecap ready position. Because you know that I want to go to the problem, block my knee, block my face. You don't want to do that. So what I'm doing is just holding this position and making sure I weight.
Okay.
And then just for shits and giggles,
Yeah.
I won't change anything other than my knee, and it seems like I'm really athletic and flexible, but I'm not. I'm not sure what I do.
Okay.
Just my knee, toe. Wasn't hurt your leg, but you were carrying my weight. You're so worried about me progressing north to your head, there's no way you can defend that perpendicular movement. Oh. But I wasn't.
You just moved you opened your foot.
I just open my foot to open my hips. But sometimes if you're, just like in any position, if my toes are pointed this way, my hips can only go that way, now my hips can go.
Okay.
So, open guard, boom, and I want this hand, I want to think of that, right? And then you're going to connect your right knee to your elbow, so you're blocking, so I want your knee to come in, up here. So you're starting to set this up. Oh my gosh, shit's gonna cut me. So now I want to block. Now, from here. That's all you had to do is move that knee. You saw once your knee was out, you're good. Yeah, you're carrying you're making me carry your weight. If you can get your hand under and still have your forearm on my ribs, which you can, or at least have this. Because now you're preventing me from moving, I'm carrying your weight. I can't pull to get it inside position, I can't wrestle up. And you're stapling my hips. So if we get to that kneecap pass, go ahead and staple it again. Kickstand on that. So you can stay here all day probably. You let me carry the weight, I'm doing all the work. This is what we call cooking. You're just gonna let me get tired. There's no reason for you to do anything. And if you want to move, use this hand, get your bicep, with this hand under my neck. And I want you to kind of punch me in the face with your bicep. It's gonna extend my head back. That cross face, open the knee, drop the knee in. Drop your knee to knee up. Step out your cross. Now smash. Both my shoulders flat on that. So even though it seems like a dick move when you're punching me in the face with the bicep, you're not really. All you're doing is move my head back. Okay. I'll do it to you. We'll see if it does.
I believe it.
No, I don't think it. See, it's like when we're stronger than most people or bigger than some our opponents, we're trying to be considered like, that's not really good. When a girl does that to me, I'm like, good fucking job. But I want you to feel it too because I'm used to being strong, but I'm also trying to play that role where I want to be nice to effective.
Yep.
Then you get to your right side. You move really quick. It seems like I'm giving you the business, but I'm not. All it is moving your whole body back.
It's not this, it's this.
Yeah.
Strong pillow versus lady.
It's funny because I'm trying to teach guys that work in law enforcement, go, hey, I tell you not to kill much. Just saying it's more effective ways. And in the perception. Oh, fuck perception. I get it. I got told. I get it. If you can avoid it. So, again, with you, the more effective you become at this movement, you're already a lot of time. And you're going to be like, I've been here before. That's the biggest thing is like feeling comfortable in dangerous situations.
Yep.
So, with this closed guard, continuation of reaching my closed guard. Now, I showed you what you're supposed to try to do. I told you that I'm supposed to break your posture. Are you on your toes?
I am.
No, and I want you to make it a habit to try to get laces down for this, just for safety. Because you notice how your hips just drop? I can feel it.
I don't have the mobility in my left.
You're fine. Practicing this at home is going to help, just to be safe, so that if you do have to tuck and roll that way, your feet can sweep under you.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm concerned about is the safety. You'll learn one way or the other. So I want you to think of a drill for me to do from the bottom position. Because I told you what you're supposed to do. Wide base, hips back, and making a little pyramid, base posture structure. But for me, I'm not necessarily crossing my ankles, I barely have my toes connected, like they're kind of curled in a reverse.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll show you what they're doing, 'cause some people think it's this. I'm literally doing this.
You don't notice there.
I don't, because what this does, it allows me the mobility to scissor and move. I know, I didn't think that was a thing, but I had Jason, he's been doing that incorrectly, and he's like, I can't do this, I can't do that. So I'm just barely getting my toes, like in a reverse gesture, and it allows me to rotate. So that's what you're gonna feel when you do right now. I'll try to do it incorrectly. So right now I'm just crossing my ankles,
Okay.
and then now I'm getting my toes, and I'm just trying to get you the north, south, the sides. So I want you to feel that my knees, north, south,
Yeah.
east, and west. It's an ab workout, it's a hip flexor, because your hip flexors are kind of going like this. So we're not trying to hurt ourselves, we're just trying to get those little small soft tissue to get reinforced and used to that mobility and strength. So that's what I'm feeling when I'm trying to control someone. But I'm not trying to manhandle you, I'm just trying to wiggle you, just over it. Very cautious. Okay. I'm moving to different positions, not just I'm gonna fight, I'm gonna go this direction. So I just want you to think of touching your ankles. Perfect. So I want you to think of when you pinch your knees, north, south, one head and away, to your head and away, and then left, right. You're going to feel my torso where what you want to do is get my hands from being on your body and out. Okay. You know, you're not getting these sweats? No, it's not. Yep. See again?
I think I just made you do that though.
So, and that's the thing, you weren't using all your strength,
Yeah.
you were trying to focus on the technique, and that's beautiful. That's what I want you to do. This is all I'm trying to do. Trying to get you to touch the mat.
Yep.
But you're not. I mean, I'm not really being.
Like this man over there.
My range of motion, yeah, because you've got the big range of motion. But you can feel the
Yeah.
effect that I'm trying to. Because for me to really get you to touch the mat, I really have to overextend myself. And that's more than I want to do.
Right.
But for you, this movement for you is in calling you to post both my hands over my head.
That's good. Yeah.
We're just going to practice north and south.
Okay.
And I want you to feel where your knees are on the roof. Get higher on the roof. See what that feels. Get your feet higher in the air. See how much higher you are on my torso?
Yeah.
Now, if you flare your knees and you open up the knee space further down, I've got room to move. If you want to start coming here, you're going to trick me and deceive me. Now you're going to pinch and then go immediately south.
Yep.
And north.
Yeah.
So I go, oh, fucked up. South and then north and north and south.
Yep. Makes sense.
Beautiful. But if for some reason I'm good at surfing on this, you can use the north, south, west,
Sure.
and do a sweep.
I forget to do that.
You don't know, so I should. But all you're going to do is just keep me to go that way. I'm going to immediately follow my body. And I want you to just turn your hips this way.
That's it.
Nice and slow, you're going to go. Like how much you go down. You're going to be able to get this into a sweep with yourself. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm going to be able to sweep you because of your base. But I'm like, okay, whatever you start building up your base, you start getting up.
Sure.
Whoa, feels better. So there's a lot of things you can do from closed guard,
Okay.
but the biggest thing we try to do is put your hands on me, keep getting yourself.
Your job is to get my hands up.
I need to break, I need to switch to it. You know what I do is break the posture and structure.
Okay.
So your base isn't this little, now your base is up.
Yeah.
It was not.
Yeah.
Since I can't get in here, I need to be what I'm trying to do. Or, if both your hands are inside, on the lot, I can do this. I'm doing a Superman. So, mine is inside, trying to get in, bring my knees up, over, or your back hands on the body, Superman, knees still in. So what I do afterwards doesn't really matter. What I want you to think of is up and out, makes you put on there. In, over and out, you're trying to get those hands off you. Okay, now, more knees to your face. Now, over the top, Superman. So Superman is like,
Oh, okay. It's like,
see what I'm saying? Almost like you're ripping off your suit, you're taking that Superman.
no sense.
Okay. Now, whichever one you do, I want you to overhook my arm and how you overhook my tricep, and this is going to come up to your chest. You're going to trap my arm with my elbow down here. So this is where we're going to end up. This is where I want you to end up. Yeah. Okay. And then, yeah, you can bring this head over to the side, or you can go to the inside of this arm and control this arm. Not inside, like you were blocking the punch. Like that. Yeah, you don't need your thumb on this. I just want you to, and then I just want you to keep my hand out. Doesn't really matter if you use your thumb or not, but what I'm gonna end up doing is make you go to your right hip and bring your knee up to your elbow pit. So get to your right hip, bring your right knee up to your elbow pit. Now your shin's gonna block my elbow.
Okay.
And then your left knee's gonna get under my back.
The left knee's going on your back.
Collapse in my position. So now I have no base, no posture, and I have no frames. This is where you want, and then just, this is a good control position. You don't need to worry about what you need to do next. Just getting here is gonna be slow. You can do Superman or pre overhead. I want you to get up higher. When you do that overhead, bring that up higher than my shoulder.
So,
Sit up a little. There you go. Nice. I want you to drive that right shin into my arm a little bit. There you go.
so do it. I feel like you can rip right out of that.
So go ahead and pull your elbow back towards you and use your push your knee down. This is trapped and this is trapped.
Yeah. That makes a big difference.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're good. You don't need to be sorry.
Like that?
This is all you need to do for the next one. So I just want you to now you're gonna need So from here, wherever it's at, I can do a couple of different things. I'll knowing that your weight is a little forward. Once your elbow's going here, I'm gonna probably go in here. Because here, I'm fighting these frames. I tend to close my eyes. Don't take it. That's what I do. I'm feeling this. This feels more effective to me. So because you're strong here, I need to pop my hips up, bring the elbows up. Yeah. Drive my knee over. So that's when my top is coming up and starting to affect you. Right? Start with all kinds of stupid shit. But that's other stuff, but that's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to think of where can I get this base and posture? Break down your pyramid. Here. Over clinch. There's no thumb here. So that block like a blocking a punch.
Yeah.
Like my knees are to my elbow. This is that Spider-Man shit that people get freaked out. Like, how do you, your old ass, how does my old ass do that? And I'm like, okay, I'm in a good position, but I'm not going to keep this position. I have to start breaking your posture, start attacking something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Shin to the throat's a good one.
You got all these stupid names for it. So, getting to that side half guard, it's a really good position to use.
Love it.
Let's try it. here. Oh, I take this. Huh? With this?
Yep.
There's nothing I can do. If you want to, we'll chew it up. That's a great position. It's not an option for me. I want you to take it. Stay in that little clinch and hold him. And just know in your mind, it's cool. Holding in control. They're gonna be like,
It's like that often, pretty much every time we win. Line.
so they give you more information. We already went over a lot.
Yeah.
So I started talking about the grips and the frames in order to tell you how I'm mitigating this hand flow. And then I showed you the north close guard for the north, south, east, west, and that's all for that knee control. But I'm using all that just to get to the overhook and the head clinch. If I can't get the head clinch for some reason, this is strong, fraying on the inside of the bicep, really hitting my side. Right?
Yeah.
So, all this comes from grips, frames, base, posture, structure.
I feel like I have a good understanding of like Superman or the
Prayer.
Embrace.
Sometimes they call it a prayer.
Prayer, okay.
It doesn't look, but it kind of looks like a prayer.
I get lost right after that. I know what to do here, but I don't remember what to do at all.
So let's get my head over here. I'm doing. And like I said, you're gonna. Sometimes when you're a student, this is really good. You want to do this all the time? Right now, just let me do it.
Yep.
And you've eased up on us, and that's perfect. But I want you to feel like when we're rolling, you're not necessarily trying to stuff my move to immobility from here. You want me to let you want me to open up so that you can let me choose how you want us to move, right? So you're, instead of you just controlling me from here, I'm like, I know I don't have anything, but I'm going to control it. I just want you to go, all right, ease up, and then when you need to, just use your gravity of weight to pin me to the mat. So right now you're like, oh yeah, you're so good. Oh geez, Mike. And then if I do this, I want you to get your hands on the inside of my bicep. Just like you. Gotta remake. And then all you have to do is go back to your base. Now you see it opening. Any knee that's lower, put your hand on my knee. Now look, so your weight is structured on that post. I can't move. That allowed you to get mobile. When you had my bicep, put your hand here. Your weight was up over here. But once you change your base, now you can move your hips. And from here, you know, all you need is an underhook, and that knee goes up that way. Instead of up, you want that knee to IT bend. Think from here, you're shooting
Goes
that
this
knee,
way.
goes that way.
Do I not go over your knee?
No, you go over.
But now I go that way.
But now, once you get here, you got this underhook, you've already initiated this underhook, you've already got the knee cut staple. That's all it is, that little knee cut.
Yeah.
But everybody fucks that up.
Okay.
But you can see now it's 90 degrees instead of 45.
Yep.
Or in a straight line.
Get it over and out.
And you can settle right here. Let me carry your weight and go, oh, he's going to fuck this up. And then you don't. And then you can see the mechanics of it. Your hips are already past my hips. I told you the definition of passing. Your hips are past. All you're doing here is staking you for my immobility. Right? So, you were saying with the prayer or with the Superman.
Yep, you get me, and then I don't know what to do with that arm. Because you're pinning me here. But then.
I won't use this hand. We'll focus on this one. So getting your good base right here. Boom. I'm still going to use this hand up until I get your hands up.
Okay.
So, one stop.
Okay.
So you're.
Okay, so I was going over, you're going around the tricep. And coming in. I was going to.
My strength is in this overhook, and I'm bringing it up to my heart.
Yeah, I was not doing it at all.
It's all good. Your arm is longer, so you might have to go deeper. Maybe grab the other side of your body, and you can feel the clinch that I'm trying to do. And I could do it either way. I'm almost reverse flipping here too. You probably won't have to do it too. You can do it way over here. We're kind of flipping it. Or I'm bringing it back. So you're going to figure out what works best for your leg. But my body So, try this, and then gradually your knuckles on my chest, and it's gonna flare your knuckle up.
So you still, like, is that right?
And if you feel like you don't have it, then bring this up to your chest. Make it face me up to your chest.
Good.
I think you're good. Yeah, you can clench my head here to break my posture, and then you start moving around. I'm gonna start fighting you, then you go to the inside grip, block my hand, get you your hip side, get your knee up, get your right knee up, and shin in my arm, shin in my hand. Yeah.
Yeah, just hold it.
You just hold it for a second. If you want to see what happens, you want to go to those arms, see what happens. Just close my back, you can reach up with your left hand down my lap. Scoot your butt over, take my back. Hold on a second. You do each other. You don't need to do it. You go right to chest. But there's a lot of things you can do. Once you start getting the knee cut and getting the clench over under clench that I'm showing you, overhook, kind of an underhook. And then kind of overhook. It's not really overhook, it's a lot. I'm getting into shit. I would call it overhook. It doesn't matter. Overhook, I'm trying to get you to block this. The reason why I'm teaching you this one is because I want you to think of punches. Somebody's going to destroy it, and they're still going to put over all punches that don't matter, but at least that defense allows you to then be able to control. That's all. Maybe a knife, maybe you don't see it. Okay? Let's just say I'm not talking instead of putting like a shame. But shame's not after that. So this is better to block. You get like maybe part of that version. So I want you to just practice. And as you're doing that, I want you to think of north, south, east, and west. You may not get that first north, south movement, but you're trying to get one of my or both of my hands on the mat, trying to get my head moving. And if you can get a sweep out of it, great. If not, that's what you're control. There you go. So, you know, what you felt from me was me not putting any pressure on it, made it difficult to think. So when you're feeling that, like I'm not framing, you can use it to your face. Go soft. It's still rocky. Just stay right on the And now you see what I'm doing too. I'm kind of getting instructional, right? I do something I call a reverse ladder, but I go from the A-frame. When I connect to this defensive position, I can fight inside of the arms. You kind of saw me a couple of times. I'm kind of doing this. I don't realize I can do this.
Okay.
I'm blocking from punches and hits, but I'm also trying to think of.
Makes it really hard to get inside of you.
So let's just do this. We get this punch, and I'm just kind of doing my movement through. You're having my head, you got my face broken down. You think you're winning, you're just getting tired.
Yeah, you're safe.
I'm totally sick. My base isn't compromised at all. So I do what's called a reverse ladder. This is a little bonus, and I wasn't going to teach it later. No, because I thought it was too much information, but it makes sense for you to see what I'm doing. My hands are inside. I'm going to go to the armpits. One's going to go flare. Bicep. Rib. Hip. Right top center. You know those fast spots right in motion. So, the reverse ladder, it's when someone's really strong, they're clenching the shit out of you. Fine. Too much effort. Armpits, pectoral muscle, bicep, elbow, chest, ribs, hip. If I get any of those in that sequence, I'm never doing both shoulders, both chests, both ribs, both hips. I'm stuck. So break it down nice and slow. Broken it down. I lost all. I want my hips into yours. I don't want my knees out here. I don't want to move. Okay? Go bring the knees up high with this close door. Move me around here. So I'm here. I get inside. I bring my knees to the hips. I bring my elbows back together.
Okay.
And then I lift my head.
Because you're like fighting, but you're behind you. You're reacting.
So you're at a disadvantage. We're going to separate my knees from my glutes. Your hands are going to be here in prayer. Muslim prayer, let's call it. I don't know, I'll come up with one.
Sure.
So, this is a position of disadvantage for you. I need to get my closed guard. I want you to scoot your hips in. And now I can't do this. So now I'm going to clench. I'm going to depth it. I want the palms of your hands to go on my shoulders, bicep, chest, and ribs. So instead of going double ribs, go one to the ribs, one right to the hips.
Skip it.
On one side.
Right.
So you can use shoulder, and then go one rib, one hip. Do this. It's because you're longer,
Oh, okay.
but because of the size of your hands, you
Yeah.
might not need to.
Okay.
But if for some reason I get you in this position, right, I get this overhook, like we're talking about,
Yeah.
put your left hand in my bicep. And I want the outside of your pinky and your hand to go in the inside of the elbow pit. And now extend out. I no longer have this as a grip or a frame.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to think of, what am I going to do to transition? I can't go this way. I don't want to lose this. So the moment I move, I open my guard. This is you opening my guard. You can do that. But I'm going to say, hold this. As soon as I open my guard, I want this left palm to go to the inside of my knee. This one's going to go to the inside of my knee.
Mine?
Yes. Have you been here before? It's not good. You're just waiting for me to open up my hands. So the reverse ladder helps when I start wearing this close ladder position. Insulate, very good. Which knee's lower? Which knee's lower?
This one.
So this palm on hands like that.
But what do I do with that hand? I can let it go?
There you go. Because now I can't move. I threw you for a loop, I just went to your right side. All it was. But the concept is still the same. You framed out here to prevent me from doing anything with his hand. Hand's not doing anything other than trying to control you. The moment you put that hand on my knee, my hips can't go. That's all you're doing.
Okay. So you let that go temporarily.
Yeah, to put the weight on my knee so you can do that kneecap.
Okay.
Here you go.
From here to there.
Is it? So remember what I said about your knees and your hips position and your face? Pyramid. There you go.
Starfishy for a second.
I'm not getting hit.
No.
So this is where my I'm comfortable. I'm not in danger. This is really weird out because I'm a skeleton. More flexible than I seem to. Go back to here. David, how are you on this side? So sweep up a little bit. Sit down. Now my hips are shelved on the thighs. Get on the inside of my armpits. And then reverse arm. Oh yeah. This is why we scramble on both
First ladder. That's what I was. Okay.
Because you were spread out. I should be winning. You should give up. But you're still not dominant. There you go. can I give you enough strength to learn and feel what works for you?
Yeah.
You're dominant with size and strength, and I'm comfortable in these positions, but how can I get these settings done? That's all you're learning right now. So, for me to be in a bad position, I don't get stacked and close guard. But I gotta stay calm. I gotta move my body so my esophagus allows me to breathe, so my lungs can expand, so I'm not choking myself. There's all kinds of little things I can do. My knees, my hips, my arms, shit all hurts. But this is the only time it feels good is when I'm like moving fluidly with this. So,
Good.
if you ever see me get up and move, I look like I can't move and walk. But I'm here, I look like I can move, right? So, the reason why and I can teach this position with you is I'm comfortable in the storm. That's all it is. You're like, I know I'm doing all right, but I don't know where I'm going. It's okay.
Yeah.
But this is just comes with time. Just like running any kind of sport. Like you're gonna learn the plays, but then you just pick up on the fly. Like you're gonna set up a play to go, that guy is open. And that's all I'm doing. I'm improvising. I can't mitigate your frames, your length. Like, oh, I can't. Shit, when your elbow's going, that's really good. But you're not lowering your ass. So now I know you're getting over. So I'm like, hey, can I push them off this side? Then can I get a scissor sweep? There's a couple times I did a little scissor sweep with my legs. I recovered. I let you get back on your feet to keep fighting.
Yeah.
Because me just sweeping you one time after the other, it doesn't really matter. But once you start feeling me to get you to teeter, you're like, fuck that, you're gonna push your knee out.
Yeah.
You're gonna start feeling those little adjustments.
Okay.
That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
It's helping me with my control, it's helping you with your feeling of, ooh, this is like an inside fucking surf wave, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it is. You still get hurt, but we're gonna say so.
Okay.
So, you're not doing anything wrong. Because it's better to learn and practice this here than start rolling over the mat on your second day and go,
Yeah, I think so.
no, but I mean, this is what people do. I'm like, okay, cool, and then we don't watch you, and then you get hurt, or someone else gets hurt, and then you're out for 2 weeks. You gotta try that shit right hurt. So, as a business model, people don't think that it is a business model. What good does it do me if I keep breaking all my toys and all my equipment? I cannot break my equipment. I go and I do a job, I break all my equipment every time I go out.
Real expensive.
Right? So I'm trying not to break our newer students so we can get them 6 months in. Okay, retarded, now let's go.
Yeah.
Now you're trained retarded.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how I feel like I feel like I suck at it. And when I teach this for law enforcement or military or I teach jiu-jitsu, oh fuck, I didn't realize I do so much.
Yeah.
But I'm still like, I can do this better.
Sure.
I can do it.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
So with you today, we had lots of frames. Grips, frames. Stand up, on the ground, side control, frames, sweep, close guard. It is a lot. I know that's what I'm saying. It's a lot. And reverse ladder, knee cut. That's like 6 months worth of class. So I'm giving you a macro, and then we can start focusing on these because I was thinking about you rolling this weekend. I was like, sometimes I walk into these to be exposed to.
Yeah.
And some of it's OJT, I get it, on the job training, but like today when you roll with Tony, feeling,
I'm flexible.
no, but what I mean is, Tony is feeling you out. He's perplexed. I don't know, this is cool, because he's not worried about hurting you. And he's not worried about you hurting him. There's some people that come in are really big, and I don't mean like just tall, just big people that are athletic.
But they don't know how to move.
Eric, his dad was like that for a long time. He's a strong guy. He's only a few months younger than me. We're the same age. But he lifts weights, he's still active. But, alright, Eric, let's tone down the street. I've been doing this for a year, you should not be cranking the shit out of me. You know? Just now when I got your back, I don't go, oh, he's back. I'm gonna show him I know how to do a rear naked choke. You fucked up, it's all good, right? But, you're also saying, oh, from that position, you took that back. How did you do that? Right? And all it was from the kneecap. When we do a kneecap, it's really fun. And now I have this under it, and it just goes here. It's not straight on this elbow and reach around. And that's all I kind of did. And when I used to tell my students, like, it's easy. I have to underhook. So either I have to control that bit, or I just, I need to be here. Okay. see my ear shield take that. But not everybody sees that. So even here, you can see my ear, and it's listening in, bring it to this side. I mean, this was a lot of information. This is going to be Tony's class and this class, I'm just sending you. You can fast forward through it and send it to speed. I'm not posting anything out for the composition. I'm doing that. There's nobody like that. Usually,
So what do you do?
I usually go with the 20 and 30-year-old killers.
Jeez.
Yeah, and the problem is that I weigh my walker.